Good morning and welcome to the channel. We are going to take the McLaren today. No, wait, I forgot something. Just kidding. First cold start in the garage of the 2019 ZR1. Oh, it smells so good. Clutch in, foot on brake. Proper car. Here we go, the 2019 ZR1. Once again, I've said it before, but I'll say it many more times. I cannot describe to you guys how good new Corvettes smell. They really, it's the best smell you can get in any new car, I swear to God. Parking brake off, here we go. It is 51 degrees in the garage. I think it's like 35 outside and wet. She feels so good to drive, I can tell you that for sure. Now, fun fact about new Corvettes, and it might be like this for the Camaros too, not sure. But when you have less than 500 miles on it, you have this extended red line here. It goes yellow, orange, and then red. That goes away after 500 miles. That's programmed into the software. Only shows up then when the car is cold below, I believe, 140 degrees. That's how you know when your break-in period is over. Now, GM does recommend that you follow the break-in period. Basically, no hard driving for the first 500 miles, which my everyday driving would most likely be considered hard driving, unlike a lot of Corvette owners. Getting my cars, I don't think there's ever a single time in the McLaren, for example, that I drive it and I don't hit the rev limiter at least a couple times. Absolutely, that's the same exact way I'm going to drive this car, but we will wait at least a couple hundred miles, so I'm going to try to drive it as much as possible. There's always a lot of debate on whether you really have to break in new engines. I kind of think it's a wash. It's like a 50-50. You know, if you do it, it's not going to hurt the car. It's certainly not like back in the day, you know, people say, oh, you should floor it right away and seat the valves. New engines don't really work that way, from what I've been told from people that do know what they're talking about. It's not going to hurt it to break it in nicely, but also it wouldn't really damage it to not do that. I think to be safe, I'm going to give it at least like 300 miles. Forgot how good the shifter feels in manual Corvettes. The 7-speed is fantastic. I love it. Tell that this thing is a brute, a monster waiting to be unleashed, and the noise when you let off the throttle in this car is quite possibly the greatest noise I have ever heard in my entire life. Chevy Performance Corvette team, I don't know what you did to tune the exhaust, but bravo. What's up, big girl?
What's up, dude? I like it.
Thank you.
It's freaking sick.
Thanks, buddy.
Coming in?
Yeah. The interior is by far the best part and my favorite part. It's so sick. Whoa. Competition seats, orange stitching, gloss carbon everywhere. Rose gold. What's up, buddy?
Dude, I totally love it. Man, this is like Sebring Orange Central.
I know. You got the orange one from WHITMOYER? Good.
Yep.
Nice.
Holy shit stuff.
Look at Shane filming. What's up with that, Pat? It's like teaching a monkey how to use a spoon.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, God, I guarantee all that footage is way too bright. It's like overexposed.
It's all fucked up.
Yeah, get $20. Look at you stealing the spotlight, dude.
Me?
We get to 2019.
I just came to say hi to my buddies.
Look at that front.
Yeah, the wheels are sick.
My son was like, oh, we got to go to the thing. I want to see the videos. I want to meet everybody on YouTube.
Cool, man. Cool. So that's your Z06 there.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice.
Truck.
Yeah, same truck. Sebring orange. Good choice. Absolutely.
Ah, really?
So I was telling you about.
What do you do?
To be too bright.
Oh, yeah, it is a little bit overexposed.
You guys are
It's okay, Shane. I love you, buddy. I love you.
what's
Dude,
up,
I haven't seen
man?
you in so long, man. No, I don't want a handshake. I want a hug. And then I was
sick.
moping in my house. Holy shit, a Gen 1 Viper, Gen 2 Viper.
First car we like ever wrecked.
Is it?
Now we're removing it. Yeah, going back to
Shit. Looks like a fun day.
Yeah, dude.
Yep, you're good. You're good. close, but he's good. There she is. Well, you guys probably knew this was coming. In-Chain Designs with the new car. Gotta do it. He already knows.
They don't have one.
Shane's favorite thing. So the ZR1 is wider and it doesn't have those like mud guard flat things. Yeah.
So there is no textured plastic.
Shane has always hated those since my first Corvette ever, like way back in the day.
All right,
you don't like them either?
We're gonna go over this.
Well, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay, so get this.
This is a
shit.
great example. It's the same color.
Get this. Okay, so he's got exposed carbon fiber, right, on splitters.
Uh-huh.
They don't even make these anymore, so this is carbon flash. It's not even carbon fiber.
Oh, so that doesn't match that.
Sense. Any sense whatsoever. And then you got the textured plastic.
I never thought it looked bad at all. Honestly, you guys, I'm in a different boat. I think it's fine. Not the outside of the roof, the inside of the roof.
Oh, I like that. That's awesome.
Dude, diamond stitch. Shane, check that out. Diamond stitch roof is by far, well, I have a lot of favorite things about the car. What are you doing, Pat?
Dude, you have to organize these.
Well, aside from all the other products that In-Chain Designs offers and you can buy, like the skull stickers, flags, all kinds of different, just check out the website, all kinds of different stuff. I wanted to show, these are some new stickers that say Savage, and they're all based on the wraps that I've had on my cars, except for this one and this one. Those were other cars. But you guys will remember the original tie-dye wrap. Then we had the camo wrap, the Razzle Dazzle camouflage wrap, and now the yellow and gray and black camo wrap, and the Duramax wrap. So the plan is Shane is going to get the cut files for the ZR1, and then we will get her wrapped so that she is nice and protected. I have to say though, as I drive on these twisty back roads, I am really impressed with this ZR1's wet road handling, and it's 44 degrees outside and obviously raining really bad, standing water on the road, but it really grips. Like, I'm being really easy, and maybe I'm just used to driving on drag radials, so when I actually get on a tire that, and I wouldn't call these like all seasons, but look, like I can get into it and it, you know, doesn't get too squirrely. I can turn, you know. Now I wouldn't do anything crazy, and I'm not about to try anything crazy in a brand new car that I'm not totally familiar with yet, although I'm pretty familiar with the C7 platform. Yeah, I think it's pretty impressive that this thing handles as good as it does, because I know it has a shit ton of power and a lot of torque. I mean, I cannot wait to unleash just the little bit that I've gotten on it here. You know, when you can, like, doing a 50 roll in second gear in this thing is going to be nuts. Like, it's definitely really, really fast. It's a fast car. I mean, I think it's gonna put down around, and that noise, can you hear it? Oh my God, there's some nice pops, like holy shit. And the exhaust is brand new, so it should get a little bit louder, and a little bit better as time goes on even. But back to what I was saying, the little bit that I've gotten on this car, this car is definitely really fast, and I think it's going to put down around probably 670, 680 wheel horsepower, which is a lot. That's a lot. Fun fact about the ZR1, this is the most powerful production vehicle total that GM has ever made, which I think is neat. And I mean, 755 horsepower in a production car. You know, you hear the numbers And it's like, yeah, 750, but when you really kind of wrap your head around it, that's where we're at now in today's world. We're at 750 horsepower in a Corvette. Looking around this interior here, I mean, this is a beautiful car, built really well. The new C7 Corvettes are built really well. Fantastic quality. The material quality is great. It's not a cheap car. You know, this one's about 140, and I'm gonna make a video. Let me know what you guys think. Should I make a video dedicated to going over all the options that I got, the exact price, all that good stuff? I can certainly do it. You know, it's not a cheap car, but when you look at what it competes with and what this car is going to do, I mean, it beat the Ford GT around VIR. I don't know what the ring time is, but I know they're going to, I'm assuming they're going to publish one at some point in the near future. And I mean, it's still a lot of car for the money. And when you sit in this thing, you do feel a little bit more special and a little bit more unique. And I don't mean that in like a douchey, bad way. Like, you know, one of my concerns, and some people was like, well, isn't it just another C7 Corvette, the ZR1? But I have to say, in the 74 miles I've driven it, it's different. It's definitely a lot different. Everything from the interior to the view, the outside, it's a different animal. If you're looking at getting a Corvette and you're worried about, well, is the ZR1 worth the step up? I think it is, for sure. I really do. First ZR1 to do a burnout? Check. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the proper way to break in a brand new ZR1. I know I said I was going to take it easy on it, but that was a little burnout, just a baby burnout. Barely even was smoking the tires, but I think that when this thing is broken in, it is going to be the Burnout King. Pretty cool just how big that ZR1 logo is on the hood. I mean, that is massive. I mean, that's a pretty big logo there. And I just can't get over the hood design. That whole piece stays on the car, that whole supercharger cover. Really love the gloss carbon finish on a lot of these pieces. A lot of people looking at this thing on the road, I would say maybe not quite like the McLaren, but probably about equal, I would have to say. Which is impressive when you think about it, because this is something that you never see, immediately looks like an exotic. This, I mean, in general, still looks like a Corvette, but people were really staring at it. If you want a car for that kind of thing, I don't know. I mean, I'm on the fence. Like, I don't really care what people think of my car choices, but it is neat when people like really love it and appreciate it, especially when I go places, little kids. Seeing their reactions is fun, and just people, you know, getting excited about cars, because that was me as a kid, and now here I am. So I love being able to provide that fun for children and adults. But maybe you can see a little bit better now. You know what? Let me take the roof off. Give you some sunlight here, but it's really gorgeous, and the craftsmanship is fantastic. Huge bummer though that the weather is so bad. I was gonna originally for today, I was gonna wake up early and just get on the highway and go and try to do all 500 break-in miles, but the weather was so bad. You know, I didn't feel like it. Totally honest, I didn't feel like it. Leave your thoughts below as to whether or not you would like to see a full interior and really exterior, in-depth kind of walkthrough of all of the stuff that I've gotten for the car and the price and all that. I hope that you enjoyed this upload, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up. It helps out the channel. And if you have not already, subscribe for new ZR1 content every day. Take care. Have a great evening.